Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this video is going to be about in the relation with the video which I posted, and it was about your resting metabolic rate. So we're going to continue that with this topic, and today's topic is going to be why do we get fat, and it's a very controversial issue, but what we're going to talk about is one of the three aspects we're going to look at, and these are your physical activity level, your resting metabolic rate again, and your how much food you eat. So there could be a lot of factors such as various diseases like hypothyroidism or diabetes and stuff which could influence your fat levels, but we're not talking about those people. So what we're considering is if you're healthy and what your eating patterns and what your physical activity levels are, so, which leads to increased fat levels. Yeah. So let's consider the physical activity level. So that's the short form for that is PAL, physical activity level. So what that measures is basically it comes into three categories, either you're sedentary, you're active, or you're very active. So in the last video in the description I posted a formula for calculating your resting metabolic rate. So whatever your resting metabolic rate is, you multiply by the amount of physical activity levels, and the labels I'm going to post in the description below today, so you can check it out and multiply your physical activity levels with the resting metabolic rate. So that will give you the amount of calories you require in a day to do all the activities and with your resting metabolic rate. Yeah. So one more thing we need to talk about is just consider when you were a young child, you will eat more, you will play a lot, and everything will be balanced and you won't get fat. Most of the times you won't get fat. But consider you still eat the same amount of food and you're sitting majority of your day. So what happens is you're not doing a lot of activity in order to burn all of that energy. So what body does it? So body stores that energy in the form of fat. So body thinks that you're not utilizing, so we'll store that and we can use that energy in the future. But you never use that energy, so it keeps on storing and you get fat. That's how one of the system that how it works. So you need to consider how much do you sit. If you sit a lot, around 5 to 6 hours a day, that you would be under kind of sedentary. But if you do exercise, consider you do 1 hour or around 1.5 hour exercise in a day and at moderate intensity, and those intensity, this issue will be related in another video. I'll make a separate video for that. So yep. So these are one of the factors. So what you need to consider in your mind is how much food do you eat in a day, and if you're eating a lot of food, then you need to do a lot of physical activity in order to burn those many calories. If you're not burning those many calories, you will get fat, and that's because body has to store that much of energy. But if you eat calories and you burn them, then you are in a stable condition. So what you have to do is check your physical activity levels in a day and how much food you're eating in a day. So both of these factors are very, very important. And one more factor which goes is as you age, your resting metabolic rate decreases, and this can be seen with the formula which I showed in my last video. I showed in the description the resting metabolic rate formula. So it's minus multiplied with some value with your age. So the older you are, your lower will be your metabolic rate. By exercising, you can prevent how fast your resting metabolic rate degrades, but it'll still degrade, but you can slow it down. So that's why you need to consider as you age, you should eat less and you should still do physical activity because that's beneficial and it has a lot of benefits. So yep, that's it for today, and subscribe my channel for more info and stuff. Any queries, just post it down in the comments, and thank you for watching.